So hello and welcome. So this video is about the Saab J-29F Tunnan. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. The 29F is the final and most advanced version of the Tunnan. If you watched my video on the J-35 Draken, you heard me refer to the J-29F as one of the most fun planes I've played in the Swedish line. I can gladly report that my opinion has not changed. This robust aircraft is still competitive, even with all the new developments and additions in War Thunder since the Viking Fury patch. The 8.7 BR that it sits at feels just right for the 29F. It's a pretty well balanced plane against F-86s, the MiG-15s, and the MiG-17s that it constantly comes up against. The repair cost is a little unfortunate though. It currently sits at around 21,000 SL. When grinding the Swedish air tree, you'll soon realize that excluding the premium J-29D model, that the early J-29s are underpowered and not very good. So get ready for a disappointment. But I feel the 29F makes up for all of the deficiencies of the previous J-29s. With the afterburner, this jet retains energy pretty well and it can contest enemies in the vertical. It also has amazing roll rate and a pretty good turn rate. Rounding out the controllability, from my experience, the elevator authority is not very strong, and you can easily end up a smoking crater in the ground in a high-speed dive. The 29F is the only version that gets air-to-air missiles, and they complement the jet very well. I mean, the RB-24s are just AM-9Bs, but I'd rather have them than not at this BR. Despite their placement, I happen to love the 20mm Draken cannons, although they take some getting used to. You have 4 of them and plenty of ammo, which you're gonna need. It takes a few hits to bring down enemy planes sometimes. Although not recommended, going head on with those 420mm Drakens blazing can be fun. It does catch enemies by surprise from time to time, as they just don't see the J-29F played very often. Like with most jets, to get the most out of the J-29F, I found it's best to start with an altitude advantage when you can, and take the fight to the enemy. I mean, you really have to rush them, don't delay. Getting the match over quickly when you're using the J-29F is preferred. If your team is crumbling fast, defensive flying in this jet can get pretty desperate. I mean, you have combat flaps, but the speed brakes you have, they're pretty useless, meaning forcing the enemy to overshoot you is really hard. And the jet starts to get really sloppy and sluggish as you continue to maneuver to get out of the way. So yeah, it gets pretty desperate really fast. So this was just meant to be like a quick overview, not a full review. But overall, if you're grinding to the Draken, which I assume you are if you're going to this video, the J-29F is a breath of fresh air. I really enjoyed playing that plane. You might even consider putting a talisman on it if you don't have any of the premiums. Probably be worth it. The J-29F is a barrel of fun, right? And it's worth spading in my opinion. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like and subscribe if you like what you saw today, and I'll see you in a future video. Thank you.